Built from scratch, a city for everyone. Imagine living in a city with an economic system in which citizens have a stake in the land. As the city does better, the residents do better, and you don't have to worry about resources as the city provides it all. Creating a more equitable and sustainable future. That is the vision of Telosa, America's $400 billion utopian desert city. Welcome back to Genesis. In today's video, we'll look at what the city built from scratch, Telosa, holds for us. But before we proceed, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell for regular updates. Mark Lohr, the billionaire entrepreneur behind the e-commerce behemoth Amazon and its subsidiary Jet.com, has unveiled his latest project, a self-sufficient high-tech city for up to 5 million people called Telosa. His dream is to build a city in the desert where residents can live with the conveniences of life and have their health needs taken care of. The government will take care of you through cradle-to-grave health care, food, clothing, and housing, and then send you on your merry way to die at 100 years old with 10 kids and no debt. Telosa is being marketed as a brand new metropolis that will become a model for future generations, a global standard for urban living, and advance human potential. With plans in place to fulfill all of its energy demands from renewable sources, it intends to rebuild the desert, give its residents a better environment, create jobs for young people, attract tourists and commercial development, and ultimately have no carbon footprint. With all the procedures almost completed, the city has one last challenge left, to decide on a place to rise. According to the project's official website, potential places include the Appalachian region, as well as Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, and Texas. Its green initiatives will be environmentally friendly, and its architecture will reflect the culture of its residents. The city will be fully equipped with urban amenities such as green areas and entertainment facilities. According to the current plans, Telosa will also include luxury hotels, private homes, and commercial facilities such as shopping malls, schools, and hospitals. Residents of Telosa will be able to participate in the decision-making and budgeting processes for their city. They will also have access to an open-source blockchain platform, which allows them to see how their votes translate into real-time economic activities in the city. But what made Mark Lohr think of such a futuristic city? We live in a world where the government doesn't put your needs first, wasting natural resources, and pollution is rising. Inequality, inadequate education and health care, lack of equal employment opportunities, unsafe and unconnected society, improper housing and real estate, and water scarcity. Why live in a city like that when you can experience the change? Telosa is the change. With a transparent government, renewable resources, connected society, advanced technology, equal education and employment, Telosa is what we have seen in movies come to reality. Henry George, an American economist and social theorist, served as a source of inspiration for Lohr, according to Telosa's official website. The investor lists the major problems in capitalism and says that the property ownership mechanism that America was established on is responsible for many of them. Hence, Lohr came up with Telosa to change the paradigm. The city's website says the aim is to create an open, fair, inclusive, and sustainable city of the future. The city as an oil-free, eco-friendly megastructure is proposed for the U.S. desert. The planned city, Telosa, would include a skyscraper that could hold 600,000 people and provide enough food to support all of them, as well as a power plant and water recycling center that could provide all the electricity they need. The city will take around 40 years to create and cost around $400 billion, according to the developers, but they also said that it will be developed in phases, with the first phase welcoming about 50,000 residents by 2030. The initial phase is to be built on 1,500 acres with an estimated cost of $25 billion. Project organizers stated that funding will come from a variety of sources, such as private investors, philanthropists, federal and state grants, and economic development subsidies. With the first people moving in by 2030, planners intend to very shortly approach state officials. In a project promotional video, Lohr states that cities that have been developed to date from scratch are more like real estate ventures. They don't begin with the center being the people, because if you started with the people at the center, you'd immediately ask, okay, what is the mission and what are the values? The North Star of Telosa is to create a more equitable and sustainable future. The world's most outlandish utopian dream is a desert development that will feature a solar power plant and be built by Danish architect Bjarke Ingels' firm BIG. The developer behind Telosa hopes to attract upper-class residents from around the world with clean energy, sustainable architecture, and an overall green lifestyle. It's not the only brand new city being developed by Ingels' company, which is also the one that notably built a ski slope along a Copenhagen power plant and collaborated on the design of Google's new headquarters in California and London. Toyota, the Japanese automaker, disclosed in January 2020 that it had hired BIG to design a master plan for a new city with 2,000 residents in the Mount Fuji foothills. The Woven City project, though somewhat smaller than Telosa, promises testing for driverless vehicles, smart technologies, and assisted living supported by robots. Telosa will advance its mission statement by creating a city that facilitates the integration of diversity, fairness, openness, belonging, and care in their policies, practices, and workplaces. Creators look forward to creating an environment where all residents feel secure in their homes and neighborhoods, trust their neighbors, and feel comfortable interacting with government officials. The designs for America's first utopian desert city are now complete, and some early renderings suggest Americans will be able to move their lives into an entirely new lifestyle by 2050. If you're looking for a truly sustainable city with an eye to the future, then look no further than the futuristic Telosa. Would you like to live in the city of Telosa? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.